Alright, hello, and welcome back to Dragon Quest VII. Last time, finished the... whatever the name of that dungeon was, inside the portrait. Like this is somehow a Castlevania Portrait of Ruin or something, going inside of portraits. Now, apparently, the Groundhog Day time loop effect is theoretically broken. Now let's test that theory. First and foremost, but it still happens. We're still repeating the... Okay, wait a minute. Time is still repeating. Let's see. Now, used to be... Okay, that's still gone. Okay. Oh, watch, she's gonna fall down the steps again. Oh, okay. So we are past that day. Cool. These people are no longer forced to relive that same 24-hour day over and over and over and over again. Success. The time loop is broken. Now then. See, who was it that said something about a award opening ceremony somewhere? Well, I don't remember who it was specifically that said that, and I'm not going to go around talking to everybody trying to find out who it was. Luckily, I played this game before, so I know how this story works to some extent. He says as he goes the wrong way trying to get out of town. Now that the time loop has been broken, there's a bridge opening ceremony somewhere up here in the northwest that I didn't bother even going in that direction. I didn't even bother going up here earlier because with the time repeating itself, it wouldn't have mattered at that point. But now that that's been dealt with... Ooh, excuse me, hiccups. Burp. Oh, not this guy. Never mind. Again, they use the same character pixel sprites for a lot of different characters in this game, like they always have. But this guy reminds me of a main character in a plot twist in one of the later Island chapter scenarios. Oh, not again! Yeah. Those familiar with the game, I'm sure, get that reference. Not again! One of the more tediously annoyingly repetitive segments. Island chapter scenarios yet to come. Not again! Okay, not doing anything. Oh, that's right. I gotta talk to these. Well, I don't necessarily talk to them, but listen in on their conversation like a rude son of a... Oh, that's this guy. Okay. One of the one of the minor plot twists involved in this whole scenario is that little girl that kept falling down the steps at the inn in the time loop. Apparently, it's this guy's daughter. At least I think it's her they're talking about. Yeah, I don't think there's any other than maybe completion percentage. There's any other benefit for actually having taken this side story plot twist any further. But if you even can, I'm not sure of that either. If maybe you could keep talking to the two of them and yeah. He's her father, but he doesn't want to tell her that because. But I never bothered carrying that any further because say what you will about me, I don't care. I just have a thing in video games with plot points, plot twists that have nothing to do with me or my party. Why should I care? I mean, it's nice for story tidbits, I suppose, if you want to look at it that way, but I mean, like that whole thing with what was Greenthumbs guard? Yeah. Between who was Dill and Lavender, I think were their names. Yeah. I mean, there you kind of had to carry that sequence along to get out of there, but anyways, the bridge is now finished and we can go north of here to whatever is up here. New lands, I guess. Oh, there's a town up here. Okay. So much for the idea of the unexplored country. There's something already up here. All right, what do we have here? Go away, I'm not fighting any enemies right now. Huh? Okay. What a coincidence. I was just talking about this place. Okay. But weren't we already here? And actually, no, we're not in our own recent time. Okay. What's going on here? Dandelion. Hardy. Har. Dandelion. Aren't we clever developers who thought of that name? Dandelion. Who's Herbie? Okay, how much time has passed since the last time we were here? Much earlier in the game. I sometimes really wish they'd tell you this. As I don't remember anybody. Okay, who are you looking like Luigi? Carrington. Okay. All new people here. Oh, okay, oh God, it's him. The jealous, suspicious, possessive asshole. From the first time we were here. I don't know if I should say hello to him or walk up to him and slap him in the face. Okay, he's a lot older now, so I guess at least 20, 30 years have passed since the last time we were here, story-wise. This Carrington kid, I'm guessing, wasn't even born yet then. Okay, so yeah, the town layout still is unchanged. Okay, well, wait a minute. If I remember correctly, we were here earlier. First, when we first got here, the town was everybody in town was turned to stone. We had to use those angels' tears from the top of this building here, like we did back in whatever the German town was, Regenstein. Then after that, you had that love triangle between Dill, Lavender, and whatever the other guy's name was. And now apparently at least 20 years have passed since then. The town layout and buildings are all still the same. But anyway, yeah, as I was going to say, then after we resolved their issues, at least the best as the game would allow us to, we got to the point where Dill, not Dill, but whatever the other guy's name was, left town, headed somewhere else. And when we came back here in our time, there was absolutely nothing standing here. Okay, so is this where we find out what happens from the time we left to the shortly thereafter? How this town gets demolished? Maybe actually do something to prevent that? Because again, I remember commenting about that, like, hey, what the hell happened here? What did Herbie, or what did that, whatever his name is, come back and bomb the town or something? What? Yeah, somebody was petrified. Everybody else was unthawed or unpetrified, but there was one person that we had to go back to friggin' the volcano, Emberdale, talk to Pamela to get that prescription for. That was set here when we first got here, way back when. All right. Is there anybody back here this time? Oh, there's a church back here now. Okay, this has changed. This was somebody's house or something. That one guy that I was just talking about was laying down on a bed right around here. We always had to come back here frequently because the girl that was involved kept coming back here to see him, see how he was progressing. Anyways, or wait a minute, no, never mind. That was this house I was thinking of. Scratch that. Yeah, okay, never mind. I stand corrected. Sorry, my bad. Anyways, what are we doing here? Enough of my recollections of previous times here. What are we doing here now? Why are we back here again? Nobody here to greet us. Cayenne. Why does that name sound for? Was she a part of the? Oh yeah, she was. Okay, never mind. I remember. Yeah. She's the one that had an eye for Dill. Okay, that didn't come out right, but she's the one that was interested in that Dill guy, I think. They kept trying to talk him into running away with her. Uh-oh. I smell Dragon Quest VI flashbacks. Okay. Nothing goes on. All right. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. But we had a situation, something similar to this in Dragon Quest VI, where some assistant feeds a dog some food. Next thing you know, that dog is keeling over. Maybe I'm just being paranoid here because of that. But do I actually have to talk to her or what? Okay, never mind. Dialogue hasn't changed a bit. Okay, what do I got to do to trigger this sequence? Oh, poo. Nobody here. Okay. Yay, 25. Actually, that reminds me. Hold on. Story plot points can wait. Nothing. That's a major upgrade if I wanted to go from multi-targeting to single target, but I do not, so... Only 2 points? Big deal. Okay, that I want to... Okay. 7-point increase for Maribel. Okay. Nope, that'll do it. Do you mind not doing that? Alright, now. Who do I gotta talk to trigger this sequence? Yeah, we already saw this. Come on. Yeah, you have. Granted, that was 20, 30 years ago, but... Okay. Don't think we ever actually saw him. We heard about him last time we were here way back when, but I don't think we ever saw him or talked to him directly. I don't think so anyways. Nope, nobody here. Oh, where is it? Oh, yay. Okay. Nobody here either. Well, we're... Oh, really? You're going to give us that now, this late into the game? Wow, you're so generous, game. Not. Oh, well, it could be worse. I suppose they could be giving us mini medals. Mini medals. What? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought the game gave me a mini medal. That's why I fell asleep. Boring. Boring content. Like we haven't seen that in Dragon Quest games. Infinity amount of time since Part 4. They really need to stop doing that. Hopefully there are no mini medals in Dragon Quest 12. We can only cross our fingers and hope that they finally got that bug out of there. Never more to see another mini medal in another Dragon Quest game. For the end, till the end of time. I mean, like I said the other day, at least Zelda developers finally got wise to how annoying fairy companions were in Zelda games, and the last few haven't had any. Now it's Dragon Quest developers' turn. Realize how boring mini medals are and stop putting them into their games, for fuck's sake. No more mini medals. No more mini medals. No more mini medals. Ever again. To the end of time. I know, I'm not going to win any popularity campaigns with this idea. As Dragon Quest fans seem to love their mini medals. Like my opinions about Toilet Princess and Skyward Shite. I seem to be very, very unpopular in my opinions here, but oh well, be that as it will. So tired of seeing mini medals in Dragon Quest games, I could just scream. Enough is too much, ever since Part 4. 33 years ago. Yes. Every goddamn, excuse my language, friggin' Dragon Quest game for over 3 decades now. You have to have those accursed things. Even the remakes of Part 3 that originally did not have those accursed things has to have them included. Fuck you. No more mini medals. Ever again. Enough is too much. Enough said. Moving on. Anyways, we found them finally. The two main characters, so to speak, in this sequence. Same two from last time, just aged a little more now. Alright, so now... Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Like I said, I smelled Dragon Quest VI flashbacks. What was that? the mayor of that one town's dog, Mr. Barkington. Yeah. And how he wrongly accused his son's fiancee of poisoning his dog when it was really someone else who had her eye on his son. The reason I even remember that is because it was another one of those plot points in a Dragon Quest game where you really had no control over. You could not, no matter what you did, you could not alter that story's outcome. It always ended the same regardless, and I hate that. If you're going to have it where we could somehow get involved with it, somehow maybe, maybe even just save her, prove her innocence and help her. But no, you couldn't even do that. Unless I missed something, you never even saw her again for the rest of the game. Screw that shit. That's almost as pathetic as mini medals. Almost. Not quite that bad, but it's pretty damn close to being as pathetic and lame as mini medals, but and again, I know some of my friends, well, not really friends, I don't know them personally, so to speak, but some of my internet friends are probably going to hate me for saying that. There's one of them specifically, the often mentioned T Cobalt 43, mini medal, woo! Yeah, gets all enthusiastic when he sees one. For me, I fight off snores when I see one. Mini medal. What? I'm awake? Yeah. I mean, I used to care 30 years ago when Dragon Quest IV was the latest, or was still Dragon Warrior 4 on the NES back then. But yeah, all those years ago, I used to love mini medals until I kept putting them in every single fucking game, re-release, port, spin-off, side game, to the end of fucking time. Here we are 33 years later, and they're still doing that shit, Doesn't it ever get old? Apparently not. If you're Yuji Horii or Akira Toriyama, mini medals never get old. Ever. Yeah, fuck you. I can smell the mold from 500 planets to... Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but you get the idea. Enough is too much. No more mini medals. Ever again. Enough is too much. Point made. Moving on. Anyways, there he is. Oh, I know, never mind. That's that guy. We already talked to him. He's Bill's son or something. Okay, so... Well, where'd you get that food, you fetter? Or he, him, whatever. Okay. Well, granted, she was just joking, or so she said at that time. But if you remember, she jokingly said something about poisoning everyone when we were here that first time. She stood back there in the upper left corner, northwest, if you're thinking compass directions, corner of town. When we went up and talked to her, she said something about, "Did you like my food? I poisoned it." Yeah. Granted, she was joking at that time, but wink, wink. Maybe it, yeah. Prophetic joke, maybe, but So is this what happens to towns? She poisons everybody? Oh no, that would explain why there's nobody living here when we come back here later on, but that wouldn't explain what happened to all of the houses, the buildings. They weren't even standing either, so unless maybe, you know, so much time passed from this point in time to our time that the buildings just crumbled naturally from structural decay, or however you want to put that. Since they never specify how far back in time we go from our time to this point in time. Is it just a couple decades? Is it a couple centuries? Is it a couple millennia? How far back in time do we go from our time to this point? They never ever specify that. At least not that I'm aware of. Anyways, god dang it. We're already at the half-hour mark again. For the gajillionth time, I really wish time could go by this fast while I'm at work, as it does while I'm making these videos. Holy sh... Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, and in this case, putting up with my rants against mini medals. I know it's going to annoy a lot of people who love their mini medals in Dragon Quest games, like the aforementioned T-Cobalt 43, who's probably going to post something in the comments about it, but I'm sorry, I just lost interest in mini medals decades ago. Well, maybe not decades ago, but years ago, when they insist on putting them in every frickin' game they make. Even remakes like Dragon Quest 3 that originally didn't have them. Oh, we got it. It's a Dragon Quest game. We got to have mini medals. Yeah, fuck you. No, you don't. Anyways, enough said. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.